in the form of Amitabha. It is not like somebody has put on a mask of Amitabha. We have to understand that actually Guru, our teacher, has primordially been Amitabha, with the one with nature of Amitabha, one with the Dharmakaya of Amitabha. So he has always been Amitabha. So we are, that's why we are visualizing. It's not like we are somebody pretending to be Amitabha. Not like that. So with that understanding, you visualize Amitabha, holding Amitabha. I think you can see the picture. And then when you are doing the visualization, you can visualize that from the Amitabha's, body, when there comes three light, when you are doing the mantra, or we have a short mantra, long mantra, Om Nam Bhagavad Avaramidaya Subhinta Durante Tadagate Arab Samya Samvidantayana Punya Punya Mahapunya Paramida Punya Varamida Punya Kenasunarvas So Samvara Purishna Davan Simon Subhamishna Mania Paravarswa. The longer one, shorter one, Omamaram Jivandeswa. Of course, if you do it, when you do it, the annual trip of Vietnam will be putting it in a tune. If you can put it in a tune, it is better because it is more pleasing to your ear also. Similarly, when you are saying it in the tune slowly, you have more time to visualize. It is mainly the main purpose of the tune is one is of course offering the song. Second is to give you time to visualize. That's the thing. So your visualization is from Amitabha's. You can visualize that you are, in the space in front of you, or the lotus, sun, and moon. Visualize the Buddha Amitabha inseparable from our Guru Hisonski Entrepreneur. And from your side, from your right side, there are all the fathers of sentient past lives, all the mothers of your past lives. So that means all sentient beings are here. And when you are chanting it, you visualize that there comes, you can, if you want to little bit more deeply, then you can visualize that from, your, what do you call it, because of your prayer, you are offering to the Buddha Amitabha all the, what do you call it, all the five sensory objects which you can offer, beautiful things you can see, beautiful smell, beautiful taste, beautiful touch, whatever the five sensory objects, whatever is beautiful, you offer to the Buddha Amitabha, and then pray that, may you and all sentient beings be, get enlightened in the form of Amitabha or Amitabha, and until we get enlightened, may all sentient beings never have, the problem of, dying before their time, before their karma has, finished. May they, may they never have obstacle to their life. For example, a flower can live up to, I don't know, maybe 2 days or 5 days, something. But at the same time, because of, some other obstacle, somebody can cut it, it can die before its time. Similarly, even though sometimes we have, life possible to live for a certain period of year, but due to some obstacles, which it can be shortened. So that's why mainly we can say that many people who are about to, who have may they never temporary blessing, we say is the longevity and all other, the ordinary blessings. So with that sort of motivation, even you are chanting, you can visualize from Amitabha the white. If you can visualize well, it is Om Ahum. If you cannot, you can just visualize white, red, and green circle. And from there comes three different lights entering into your all sentient beings, body, speech, and mind. And then you visualize that all the negative karmas that you all have committed from the body, speech, and mind has been purified. And then after that you visualize that from Buddha Amitabha is the Bumpa, the warmth is holding, which is full of long life nectar, begins to boil and overflow. And when it overflows, the long life nectar overflows and enters into you and all sentient beings, and your whole body becomes filled with the nectar of long life. And after you finish that, then you can do the dedication. Then actually, before I say the dedication, if you are a beginner, what you can do is if you have a picture of a Buddha or picture of a Amitabha, you can visualize that Amitabha dissolve into the light and dissolve into your statue. If you are little bit advanced practitioner, you can either visualize that you and all sentient beings dissolve into the light and dissolve into Amitabha's heart, and you and Amitabha's body, speech, and mind become one. And then do not think about past, do not think about future. In the present, whatever thought arises, do not accept, do not reject. Just live an unfabricated nature. So that is that you can do that. Or you can visualize Amitabha dissolving to light and dissolving to you also. So that is very much depending on the, what you call it, whether you're a beginner or advanced, little bit advanced practitioner. And then you can, after that, you can do the dedication, may all attention being get enlightened in the realm of, into the state of Amitabha Buddha. And then that is finished. It's a very short one. The longer one, of course, has many other visualizations. Then the second one is Tara. When you're doing Tara, again, it is same that refuge has to go, bodhicitta has to go, and then you can say, Adam Pamin Jubin Shagipemo Nadi Fubakun Jumayim Lachasano. When you are saying these four words, then you can visualize again, lotus, sun, moon, and Guru, inseparable from the Dhammakaya nature of the Tara, from the beginning time. Again, same. And then you visualize again the offering, if you can. Then you visualize again from the Tara, body, speech, and mind, what you call it, entering into you. And then you visualize that. You can visualize that when you're doing the Tara, Om Tara Tutara Turisa, Om Tara Tutara Turisa, or the 21, stanza, you can visualize that. First, you can visualize that Tara is, usually Tara is like this, no? Like this. So, with the feet, so like that. So you can visualize that, Tara, in order to protect you, you can visualize the Tara, sort of turn like that. And under the, the hand of Tara, you and all thinking beings are, sort of protected under that. And then after some time you can visualize that, from the Tara's, the Guru Tara's body, the nectar drops, and then again, enters into you, so that negative karmas are purified, and you are blessed with the, you are blessed with all the, the blessing of Buddha's body, speech, and mind. Visualize. Then slowly you can dissolve into yourself, and again the dedication is similar. Or you can dissolve into the, the statue, similar. Then Guru Chanchaya do together. So again the Guru Vichaya practice and the Chanchaya practice also very similar. Again, first the bodhicitta, refuge and bodhicitta has to go. Then when you're doing Vishnu, again it's the same, lotus, all these things. And then little differently if you want to do is, of course you can do the, the light coming and the purifying negative karma and then dissolving into yourself on this. But especially during the Avalokitesvara practice, it is very much recommended, if you can, during your practice, you should be contemplating on the suffering of each 6 realms. For example, you should be visualizing the suffering of animals of the hell realm. And once you understand the suffering of their going through, you understand that they are your mother, they are your father of your past life, and they are not going to suffer. They are suffering right now, right this moment, they are going through tremendous suffering. And then, with a renewed sense of, bodhicitta, renewed sense of great loving, unconditional and loving kindness, compassion, you visualize it through your, the chanting of the Amitabha, you visualize that, the Avalokitesvara blessing goes down to them, liberate them right now, right this moment. Similarly, the hungry ghost, the tremendous suffering of hunger, tremendous suffering of, what difficulties they are going through right now. Right now, if you see your own father, mother, somebody in your love going in front of your eyes, there is teaching saying that, for example, if you see in front of your eyes your father, mother, or person you love, so skinny, cannot eat, nothing to eat for maybe, hundreds of years, just waiting for even, drop of, what do you call it, this, drop of, maybe dirty water. You cannot get that. Very fearful, very timid, so low, what do you call it, in front of your eyes. If you see your father like that, how will you feel?